I'm all right, thank you. Thank you. I always wait for somebody to ask me. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. It is never strange to hear you lie. The hollow of your truth, the tainted smile. Well, all you try to do is hypnotize. You're a foreign country in my eyes, while I listen to the water cut the breeze. I see the glitter of the moon light up the sea. To exercise the demons in your mind, or you will always perch upon a wire. Sweet the sound of the noble, the profound maneuvering themselves from the poor. We are rich beyond our means, but we suffer what we preach, with hallelujah written on our door. But I reach across the cover and caress your skin. The memories we overcome could mean anything. The words I used to hurt you disappeared. Their presence only lingers in your tears. But if you cut yourself to ribbons almost every year, a prisoner to the passions that you have come to fear. Well, out of the shadows it transpires that you were only preaching to the choir. Oh, you were only preaching to the choir. Thanks so much for coming. Thanks for being here. What the fuck? Is it Friday now? Yes. It is Friday. Right, I get this wrong. I'm playing a lot of shows at weekends, and so I'm losing my weekend, which is normally dull, you know, and at home and stuff, and doing what you lot probably do. Doing nice things, but instead I'm on motorways and stuff, you know, and so I'm getting lost by the weekend. What's happening? But Friday, all right, Friday, yeah, that's it. Good, thanks so much for coming. I've got these songs So always the disclaimers. I always say never to apologise for anything on stage because people probably don't notice. You know, I was talking to Kim from Butler. Wasn't she good? Yeah, she's excellent. Really like her music. We were talking about making mistakes and saying, yeah, never apologise, never tell people, you know, because they don't know. Well, you're not listening, are you? Anyway, that was my cue to not let you in on my secret tonight. So I'll just play another song. I'll see how far I get before I have to apologise and let you know what it is that I'm keeping from you. So a bit of fun anyway on a Friday night in Edinburgh. Okay, here's a song. Which one should I do? And that's part of the fun of tonight actually, because I don't really know. Okay, I'm here with this one, so I'll do this one. So I wrote this song. I've written lots of songs about. Well, I like thinking about places I go to, and I like talking to you lot about where I'm travelling to. It's a real honour when you get to leave the national state of London, as it is, the country in its own right, and it's an honour to get the hell out of it, to go anywhere, and especially to get across the border, up the road, as my friends always call it, my Scottish friends, and so to get up the road. And so I wrote this song about actually travelling the south coast of England, desperately trying to get away from London, which I've been in all my life, and I spent my whole life trying to get away from it, and I just ended up back there doing the same thing. But I wrote this song about that situation, and I won't give the title because you can guess it pretty easily. Well, it's time we took the air. I'll walk you to the door. They put it in my head, you and me are no more. But we've got nothing left here. Oh, there's nothing to decide. They've already had way too much of my time. No, I'm not gonna fan the flames or bore you to tears about the good old days. No yippee-yi-yays, come on, got your bags. I'm taking you to Camber Sands. There you go, give it away. We'll get away from this town where the pavement's stained, and it's the back street of your heart that's clogging up your veins. When the rain falls down, or the rain falls hard, the long tail of my talk from a well-sold dog. The lonely hearts fail, and lonely lovers meet by slogans on walls, and the sewer crawls into the streets with the love, with the joy, and the ecstasy. Oh, the profoundness of your dreams. Took the air outside the county line, when we took off our clothes and we swam back in time. We floated all the way out back to 83 to forget all the pain. Did you ever feel so carefree? Or bare are the shoulders that'll carry me when I'm older, all across the quicksand to Doggerland, put on your clothes. We're heading back to Camber Sands. Where I shivered, I panicked for the present day, the silver that glistened every holiday. Oh, the sand near the water, and the water, the sand, the sea walls in the distance, and Camber Sands, where lonely hearts fail, and lonely lovers meet by slogans on walls, and the sewer crawls into the sea with the love, with the joy,
and the ecstasy, or the profoundness of your dreams. Hey, that's some holiday that you turned out to be. You drenched up in mud all along Monkey Beach. You disappeared in the pastels for miles and miles till the tide caught up with you. Oh, the Mersey Isle, where my fortress awaits to see and breathe, on the road will explain the lonely music of the resolute, the half-light of the saddest tunes. While I turn my face towards the city, my heart filled with stories, just like relics in the ponds. Did I drown? Did I choke? Did I get in your way? Did I waltz into the dark side yesterday? Oh, the dark side of yesterday. Or was the dark side of yesterday? When it's time we took the air, I'll walk you to the door. Don't put it in my head, you and me are no more. I packed up your bag, just give me your hand. I'm taking you to Camber Sands. Now you can go.
Have a good false ending. You know, good false ending's good, isn't it? I always go for them. We used to do those so that you could, for the radio, so the radio would go to turn it off, you know, but it would carry on. So I always like that idea. We don't have radio anymore. You notice that? I just don't really. Thanks so much. Thank you. Okay, I'll do this one.
I watch the stars align from Primrose Hill. I love you, baby, guess I always will. I always will. I'm hard to reason with, well, that's not in doubt. My daughter tells me I'm as stubborn as her throughout, but you've got me in your pocket and I'm in your mouth, spitting holy water like some sacred cow. I don't think I should join you, I don't think I'd know how when I've got deep emotions running all through me. They're just like a river heading out drawn to the boundaries of longitude. I like the companionship of solitude. Yes, solitude. The saddest story ends my anguish and pain. The son, the father walk, the poet explains the rules. 'Cause I've been feeling sick, I've got my heart in my mouth. I'm not wholly in possession of myself, but I get feelings in this place I don't know where else. It's in those deep emotions running through my veins. Sometimes I feel guilty, sometimes I feel pain when they take me over. Well, it's hard to explain, to explain. Do, 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 But you've got it in the pocket, baby. Take a bow, you smiling platitudes like some sacred cow. I don't think I should trust you. I don't think I know how. Here come those deep emotions running all through me. They're just like a river heading out to the sea. But when they take me over, well, I'm hard to beat, to beat. Do, 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 do. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Good. Okay, got this far. So I've had a lovely night last night. Do you want to hear about my night? This is how my shows normally go. People arrive expecting this kind of pious moment of absolute dead silence, and then I start talking about the shit that happened in the Holiday Inn last night in Stoke-on-Trent. And things tend to calm down. So we thought we'd waste our time watching England play football last night. I know. Tell me about it. And then to do the halfway step to Scotland, by going to. I just picked Stoke-on-Trent on the map. I don't know why. But no Stoke-on-Trentians in the house today. No offence, but anyway, it was the M6. Just like go there, go to bed. That's fine. That'll be easy. We just thought, just have one little. The bar's open. I just have one. And there's this. Two other people. It's always worrying a hotel bar when it's just you and then there's one other person or two people. The problem for me with people like that is I'm really fascinated. I'm really drawn to that. If it was crowded, I would have said no. I'm going. No way am I going in there. But there's two people there, and immediately sat down and just. All right, where are you from? You always have to embarrassingly say London. Sorry. Anyway. I don't know if I can tell you the whole story. So suffice to say, he's not an architect or a boxer. I don't know what the fuck she is. But it was an interesting night in Stoke-on-Trent anyway. The boxer architect who was wearing a football kit that fell off the chair, and that was my cue to get out. Yeah, and then he spent the whole night worrying, like, oh God, I hope they're not at breakfast. They weren't. So anyway, she spent the whole night just saying that people. Sorry, this is always happens, and I should play more music, but this is kind of fun as well. And I'll give you some background. She spent. He always gets around to. So what do you do? And I'm like, oh no, don't do this, don't do this. You know, because everyone's got their phone there, you know, and it's full of just like me. Bad photos of me, do you know what I mean, down the years. And so I just sort of angle around, I make music, but you wouldn't like it. Go on, who? And it goes like that, so for the next hour it's like, go on, tell me who, you know. And I didn't. I just thought, I'm sticking this out. You're not getting this. You're not getting it. Go on, are you famous? No, definitely not. Definitely not that. So what are you doing then? I'll tell you, I don't know. With Stoke-on-Trent with you two. So anyway, my last thing was, I'm not telling you who I am, but I tell you what, there's no chance that you're not going to be in one of my songs sooner or later. But luckily you're never going to hear it, so it doesn't matter. So this is a song about me just watching people go by and writing songs about them. Just to demonstrate how these things can turn out for the best. I'll probably never go back to Stoke-on-Trent, but I hope I get a good record out. Safe, we'll fly low. It's for the sake of all that you know. You throw your stuff down from the citadel. I'll run away. You won't laugh at what you said. Got a princess to impress, and I've got no boat, no plane to go, just the rain. People move home, move along. Move on. Move along. Well, there's a man who follows me down the street. He's holding roses for all of the boys that he meets. Oh, and his hair, well, it curls down to his feet. He gives me the creeps. Well, he'll take the wind right from your sails. He's probably Jesus with his hands on the cage. Usually fail to move me anyway. People move on, move along. People move on. Just gotta keep moving on. Yeah, moving on. I'm moving on.
It's for the sake of all you have known. Just throw your staff down from the citadel, run away. Thank you.
Tuning up, yeah. What I'm working on. So developing it every night, it just gets worse and worse. Okay.
Well, these days are wasting away. Oh,
Thank you. Rubbish guitar. Good job. It's lovely here, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all right.
No, it's lovely. I played it before, all the way up here. Like, I played it before, and I had in my head a different room altogether. Like, I don't know where that was. Probably in Rotterdam or somewhere. You know, I had a vision. Yeah, that means that place. I walked in and was like, no, it's not that place. But I've been here before, and I remembered instantly.
You don't remember when you played at Virgin Megastore when it was in Princess Street in Edinburgh?
I remember nothing.
You weren't there.
Your answer. Your answer.
I remember I always remember the chaos late at night in the city of Edinburgh. If you're not out quick enough, the chaos and the carnage on the street. That's the thing that always I always remember. Unfortunately, people say Edinburgh's posh. Yeah, I think you're posh. I've seen what you get up to at the end of the night. Don't give me that.
Oh no, he's on to us.
So yeah, anyway, following on from Stoke-on-Trent, that's the end of our brought you to that. Had a lovely drive across the country, that was nice. There's nothing to say about it. See, that's the problem. See, beautiful things like that, they're just there, and that's it, you just experience it. But when carnage happens, suddenly it's Stoke-on-Trent bar, suddenly it's interesting, you know. But beautiful mountains and stuff, yeah, whatever. It was lovely. Well, what are we doing? Why am I asking you? I know, I'll do this one. Okay. So here's the thing. I mean, I can't see a bloody thing. And I should do. My secret devices that help me see things.
Your glasses.
Yeah. So that's the big secret tonight, and I thought this is one of these situations that, you know, this is what's sent to, you know, this is why I do what I do, and it's why I'm not an architect pretending to be a boxer or whatever. And, because you sometimes get situations as a musician where you're hamstrung deliberately, and you kind of have to sort of deliberately wheel your way around that. And a lot of my career has been about deliberately messing things up for myself, and then thinking, what now? Okay, and then actually thinking, oh, okay, that was all right. Let's see if I can mess things up again, you know, just to see what happens, you know. Crash the car just to see how it feels, that kind of thing. So anyway, yeah. So I thought I'd go on stage tonight without being able to see a thing. And I can only admit that to you now because we're 5 songs in. I don't know how many songs because I can't see the set list, obviously. So I don't know how many songs I played. We've been up here for hours probably. But anyway, it seems to be going all right. Most of the audience is still here, so it's all right. Okay, I'm going to sing you a song called Living the Dream. And it's funny, I don't introduce my song titles enough because I'm talking so much rubbish about everything else, but it always seems slightly odd. It's like introducing my name. I'm always awkward about my name as well because it's stupid. But I'm going to play this song for you.
Well, the cruel night soothes my tired face just like a healing hand. Is that a blessing or a curse that carries the weights of man? All the heartache of a sleeping world distorted by all the noise of time. Oh, in this complicated life of mine, I always feel I'm in decline. Coincidence or dream, well, that's the mystery. So I plug myself beneath the tree, I'll watch the ocean peel away my dreams. Oh, but they're killing me. It's not what I thought my life was gonna be. Oh, when I was 17, yeah, I was living the dream. But it's not what I thought life would turn out to be. Oh, but there's no conflict, character, no point, no dramas, only dust to join. The Pilgrims only progress cause they were ahead of their time. On this troubled summer I shall try to catch the moonbeams. Oh yes, I'll catch the moonbeams while I'm riding high. Oh, I'm riding high. Oh, but I tried to hold a conversation with a man preoccupied by visions, riverbanks, giving thanks for history. I'm out walking with my head in my hands. It's just a moment that I look. Oh yes, I'm more than I look. Oh, but still these dreams, oh, they're killing me. It's not what I thought my life was gonna be. Oh, when I was 17, hey, I was living the dream. It's not what I thought life would turn out to be. Now I'm living the dream, and it's troubling me. But it's not what I thought my life was meant to be. Oh, now we're living the dream. So what you doing with me? But it's not what I thought our life was gonna be. Oh, in this complicated life of mine, well, I always feel I'm in decline. Oh, baby.
Thanks so much. I'm just making fun, really. It's brilliant. So it just occurred to me about to sing a song that I wrote with one of Edinburgh's finest, Mr. Edmund Collins. Yeah. Not so big in Stoke-on-Trent, but glad you all know. So I wrote this song with Edmund. I've had crossed lots of paths with Scotland and Scottish musicians for so long, and I don't really know why, to be honest. It's just sort of by chance, and one thing leads to another or something. And I'm very lucky. Worked with so many people in Scotland, and currently with a rather ragged bunch of trio that I've stumbled into, which I'll talk more about later. And but I wrote this song with Edwin about 20 years ago. Yeah, about 20 years ago, and when someone gave Edwin, Edwin was riding high, as I said in that song, and he just doing daft things, and when that's happening at that time, he had this daft idea for a TV show, and just went to Channel 4 and said, "Would you give me the money to make a TV show?" And they just said, "Yeah, all right." And it was just, wow. Even he was shocked, you know. And so he just made this really, he was having a lot of fun anyway. And I think it was seen by about 4 students at 3 in the morning. And anyway, that's another story. But I used to hang out at Edwin's studio a lot, and we wrote this song and a bunch of songs. I don't think anyone ever heard them. I don't think Edwin heard it, to be honest, because I sang this one, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, sounds great." Anyway, what are we doing later? And that's not my Scottish accent, by the way. I didn't attempt a Scottish accent, so don't pin that on me. And anyway, a few years later, Edwin had a stroke, had a terrible illness, and which set him back. And then following that, a magnificent recovery actually. And he's an inspiration. He was an inspiration to me when I was very young. He's one of those people. I remember when I was at a bad time, he used to come round to my flat and just bring stuff round. He'd bring around like a microphone round and technical sort of musical sort of audio hardware. And I didn't know really how to use it. And I'd just say, "I don't really know what to do." And he said, "Oh, just plug it in and do what you want. It doesn't matter." You know? And he was right. And years later, I realised this is like the most vintagey, amazing equipment he was just bringing around. He used to just come around with a bottle of wine and just one of those amazing when the world of that kind of music thing is filled with like technicians of mansplaining everything. "Oh, you need to know what you're doing, Sonny." He was just like, "Oh, you don't need to know what you're doing. Just plug it in, have fun. You know, just turn it on." And so he was a big inspiration to me when I was young, and continues to be. And so we wrote this song, and now I'm in Edinburgh. I've got this far around, and I haven't told Edwin I've recorded this again. So anyway, I'll get round to that. He doesn't care.
Well, it's time I made up my mind. I'm gonna clean up my life. All of the times that we shared have taught me nothing, but it's over now. It's over now that I'm clean. I spend my best days in fear. I lost every friend I held dear. Well, I'd lose my mind if I'd stay. Sooner or later, but it's over now. It's over now. It's over now. That I'm clean.
You all okay?
Yeah.
So, where was I? Edwin, yeah. Let's have a little tune here. Yeah, he convinced me to go to the Highlands for his Daft TV show and appear in it. And off we went, and it was just chaos. It was just like madness. I didn't know what was going on at all. And I'm not an actor, or a boxer, or an architect. So, anyway, but God bless. So I tell you what. Talking of acting, so I made a record with an actor a couple of years ago called Jesse Buckley, Irish. I don't need to say Irish. Why do I say that? It's like the Irish one, you know. Why don't I say that? Like Edwin, the Scottish one, you know. No, I don't need to say. Anyway, whatever. So Jessie, Jessie wrote this record, and she came to me because COVID scuppered her plans to star in a huge TV show, and she was stuck with me in London, and she really wanted to write songs. So we started writing these songs, and and I'm going to play a couple of them now. She then went off. She didn't want to make a record, she just wanted to write songs. Maybe this happens to me a lot. I'm repeating this story a lot. People don't really know. I don't know. It's like I've got a gun to people's head all the time, you know, to do stuff. Anyway, we wrote these songs, and then she said, "Oh, that was nice, I'm off now." And I'm like, no, wait. There's a thing that you do. It's a kind of tradition in music where you record the songs as well, you know, and then wait for it. There's the worst bit, you actually play them to people afterwards as well. So there's a triple whammy. But she didn't want to do any of that. So I kind of did put a gun to her head, and I kind of recorded them on my own. So I recorded the music for all these songs, and then said, come on, let's give it a try, you know. So eventually we did it, we made this record, and then I said, come on, let's do some shows. And we did, in fact, we were up here, didn't we? Crikey, I don't know where I remember nothing, that's always my excuse. But we definitely did come up here to do Connect. Was it Connect? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's out by the airport.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a funny one. It rained a lot. Like, it rained a lot. Man, I hate festivals. The truly detestable summer festival. Yes. As Edwin said. Those were his words, not mine. But man, was he right. Yeah. Anyway, I've got to do one next weekend, so... Anyway, so where were we? Jessie, yeah. So we did all that, and they were great. She was just like, it was really annoying. She's very annoying. She's really good at just anything, you know. Like, she'd just walk on stage to 5,000 people, and it's like she's Bono or something. You know? Like, people spend their whole lives trying to get the craft of, you know, doing this, and you just walk on and do it. Anyway, she's great, but she didn't want to do it anyway. So that was the end of that. And then, but it's kind of alright, because just like with Edwin, I've got the songs, so why don't we? Jessie's probably in Hollywood or something, but I'm in Edinburgh with you lot. So we wrote this song about kids growing up, because I think that people who really suffered were kids, young people around that time. And so we were both watching that happen and seeing the results of it now, really. And it's called 20 Years of Growing. This one.
I'm gonna climb a mountain top, just so I can look out far to see. I'm gonna walk along the highest trees, just to feel the wind blow around my feet. I never saw myself as a common man. Say farewell to this crooked land. I've been hanging on with bigger plans, the hooks in the wall. Don't ask me where I'm going. I won't be back before the dawn. I've been hanging on since I was born. The hooks in the road. Gonna join a marching band and blow. Gonna hang like a moth, a rider off the snow. I'm gonna laugh at the boys hunched like pigeons on a wall. Oh, I'm gonna wake up or find myself in San Francisco. We're only once in the flower of our youth, carefree and singular, I'm misunderstood. Oh, the road is wide open and there's nothing to lose, only the dust on the soles of our shoes. Only the dust on the soles of our shoes. Only the dust on the soles.
Thanks so much. So I always play this one with my friends Norman and James. You know Norman Blake and James Grant? They're nice people. I got asked to do I've done Celtic Connections many times as well. I'm always honoured. I did it with Bert Jansch, the great Bert Jansch, and got asked to do it with James and Norman. And I knew Norman from years back, but I'd never met James, and it was a bit of a random thing. And we said, yeah, we just said, yeah, they'll give that a try. You know, it's quite a big play. It was St Luke's in Glasgow, I think anyway. And I got the train up, and we thought we'd have a quick rehearsal the night before, which is a bit lazy, to be fair, for doing a big show that people have paid money to see. But they were just so nice to be around, and they played a huge part in helping me get to this stage, what I'm doing and making my own record. And I'm really grateful for them, and they're like my sort of comfort blanket, hanging out with Norman and James. And particularly when I come up here, it's great, because I can just sit back, because I've just got two Scottish blokes next to me just telling jokes, you know, and I just can sit back and just think, I don't need to do this. And because they know what they're doing. So I love them too, and we always sing this song, and it's when other people who you revere as songwriters, and they are great songwriters, both of them, when people elect to want to take part in your song, you just think, cool. It's kind of like a really big flag of like approval. Think, wow, you really want to sing this song? Great. Because Norman asked me to sing Everything Flows. I'm just like there. I could sing it all day long. So anyway, we always sing this one, another one which I wrote with Jesse. After all that preamble, that's called a harmonic. I learned that in rock school.
Shallow this water, all I need is to reach the wind of these words, leaves me blind with sleep. All those times when I've cried, oh, now they feel like a dream. And I don't know how to describe what it is and what it means. Kisses from a cloud, that is burst from within. I just needed breaking the waves so I can swim. But shallow is this water, blind with sleep, and I don't know where I'm going. Always someplace I haven't gone, but the wind of these words will carry me on. That I'd be a fool forever, and time and again, when you left us untethered. See, I was blown with the cracks of who we were supposed to be. This is a note to the river as it winds along to the sea. And shallow is this water, all I need is to reach on the wind of these words. Leaves me blind with sleep, and I don't know where I'm going. Someplace I haven't gone, but the wind of these words I said the wind of these woods will carry me on.
Thank you. An intense guitar head discussion with Kim about guitar tunings earlier. Pretty tense stuff it was. She was reading off some of hers and I was like, wait, hang on, what? What? I've got to write that down. The joy of collaboration and, you know, the world that I'm in is, well, what collaboration means is just being able to nick stuff off people. That's music, that's the way music's always been. As soon as you realise that, it's just the whole thing opens up. Because the problem is, it's really, really hard to be like other people because we just aren't, you know. And so when you just realise actually, just when you think you're being, you know, that superstar, then you hear yourself and think, oh shit, you know. And then phase 2 is just realising actually I quite like me anyway, so it's all right, you know. You get used to it. But anyway, it's always nice to meet people who drop in little tips. So Kim nipped out, and before I was coming up here, I just thought I'm going to have a little go on her guitar and see what's going on there. So yeah, it's nice, thanks. Okay.
Is the summertime really over? Or has your warm smile turned us cold? When dark clouds slip between us, oh, that's the moment when our love grows. Yeah, our love grows. It's not what I choose to tell you. It's about what you already know. I never liked the way that you touch me, but you never listen when I said no. And inside my book of autographs, well, I pictured scenes that I could not describe. Or if your name was in that book of autographs, would you stay with me every night? Every night. the soft snow mirrors your eyes. When I said, don't hurry me over, it's 'cause I'm drifting to the edge of my time. And inside my book of autographs, I pictured scenes that I could not write. If your name was in that book of autographs, would you stay with me every night? Songs in my head
I love it when people hold their wee until I finish the song. You know, then make a frantic dash for it. I'm like, cool, okay. Must have been painful that. You must have been thinking, bloody finish it. Just finish it. Finish it there. Finish it there. I'm like, no, that's not the way I roll. Okay, let's do another song. That's what we're here to do. Oh, I hope I'm not messing up my curfew thing yet. I've been told off for just talking too much crap and going on and on all night. We're enjoying it. Well, thank you. Well, I'm enjoying it as well, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. So, you know, it's a relief, if nothing else. But listen, I've got this song which I wrote about, bless you. It's a lot of it about the old allergies. This song's not about allergies. This song's about, actually about the madness. So it's again about, so basically I'm going to tell you, I don't write the pandemic record, alright? I hate that bullshit, you know, oh, this is my pandemic record, you know, all that kind of stuff. I hate that. Shut up, you know. But I did write a lot of songs around that time. And this is one of them, and I think about London, actually, my city. So my sort of mad love-hate relationship with my city and all the kind of grime and poverty that lies beneath the surface. You miss nothing, I'm telling you. All the kind of poverty and all the nastiness that lies below the surface all the time, which really troubles me. And, you know, in London, people just kind of, you know, as you know, you sit on the tube or whatever, and people are just very tense and just sort of very nervous and twitchy, and no one addresses anything, basically. None of us do, but you can just feel it always there. So there's always this underlying sort of emotional tension, I think, all the time, everywhere in London. So this song sort of gets into that and solves none of it. And it's called London Snow.
Well, it's a conscious tale of sleepless nights that preys on your heart from dusk till light. No fish can swim, no bird can fly. This wretched moon, the stars ignite. Oh, this wretched moon. Oh, my dearest friend, hold me tight. Oh, I feel for you, baby. I feel your plight. All this falling through garden trials. The London snow lies deep tonight. But you'll understand, it's in your bones. It's like blood, how that dirty river flows. But in my dream, the river flows under the London snow. So wild, abandoned child. These prayers remain from tears unwise. Oh, my dearest friend, our language wild. falls deep tonight. But you'll understand it's in your bones. It's like blood, how that dirty river flows. But in my dream, the river froze under the London snow. Oh, under the London snow. Thank you. So at this point, I don't know which songs I've done and which I haven't, which I'm supposed to do, but whatever. Still here. I like the mirror ball here. I like the fact that I'm under a disco mirror ball because, well, we were discussing the lights earlier, and I said, I don't do much. So that, it won't work, kind of strobes and stuff like that with me, because it's, do your best, basically. It's my advice. But, so I like the way the mirror ball is just, So I told you, Carnage, Edinburgh, Friday night. And it's just, what time is it? I don't even know. It's not even closing yet. Bloody hell. Mirror ball's moving really slowly. That's nice. I like it. Nice and dreamy up there. So it's something to, I can see it, by the way. I can see that. Like, it is a mirror ball, isn't it? It's not. Yay! Look at that! Isn't the sound and lights brilliant tonight? And we have a good round of applause for Jeffrey. Anyway. Oh my god, that was the other. I'll tell you this other thing while I'm tuning up. That was the other thing about the boxer architect who wasn't either. He was colourblind as well, and he told me about, and so he couldn't get into the army, and because of it, and then he started telling me about, and he used to say, come on, explain this. I'm interested in it. What you see and what you don't see. And so he used the example of traffic lights. Can anyone see the flaw in this argument? It's like, who let you learn to drive? If you're driving and you don't know what traffic lights, you think they'll do anything. So, yeah, so he claimed that the stock was white or something, I don't know. Anyway, it's all in a good song. Wow, dear. So I do this one with Norman and James as well, and it's sort of the most unlikely, it turns into kind of the most unlikely sort of riot that I can imagine of all the songs I ever thought
would work with them two. I was just like, oh yeah, I love that one. And it was written by another one of your Scottish sons, David McCalmon. You should see him in his kill, and I have. And I have. Seen it all. I've seen the kill. Oh, no. I can just see his face me making that joke.
Taking yourself a very large hold.
Ruin this song about tuning. I like this one. Come on, mate.
So you wanna know right now how I've been? Well, you can't help someone recover. Not after what you did. So tell me, am I looking better? Have you forgot whatever it was that you couldn't stand about me? Oh, and yes, I do feel better. Yes, I do. I feel alright. I feel well enough to tell you what you can do with what you've got to offer. So you wanna know now how I feel? Well, you can't help someone recover. But after what you did, so tell me, am I looking better? Or have you forgot whatever it was that you couldn't stand about me? Oh, yes, I do feel better. I do. Well, I feel alright. I feel well enough to tell you what you can do with what you've got to offer. Yes, I do feel better. Yes, I do. Well, I feel alright. I feel well enough to tell you what you can do with what you've got to offer. So stay away, oh stay away. I feel well enough to tell you what you can do with what you've got. I feel well enough to tell you what you can do you can do.
Thanks so much. Thank you for coming. I've got a couple more songs left. And I'll leave you alone to your own carnage. I want to say thank you to this to Ailey and the promoters here, and Gretty at the back who's doing the sound. Yeah, really enjoyed. Yeah, I played it with Ben Watt. That's who it was. Ben Watt I came here with, and I was his sidekick for a bit, and it was nice. Lovely bar. I remember the wood panels, and that was nice. So I'm off to Glasgow tomorrow night. Go on. Tell me what you. Yeah, I know what you lot are like.
Macintosh is great.
It is. In London, we just have a river that divides us. It's really straightforward. You lot just actually made it into two cities. Complicate things. No, thank you so much for having me tonight. I really appreciate you coming out on Friday for me. I always tell you I've got 2 songs left. I don't do the old encore thing. I don't just go off and to rapturous applause, hide behind the door, and pray that you're still there. You know what I mean? Hold back my best song. And it's like, well, why? Just play it. What's the point in that? So I just don't bother. So I just think, you know where you are. You can order your pizza now. Make sure your dog's okay and stuff like that, and tell your mates, "I'll be there in a minute." Oh, it won't be long. Yeah, and that's when the party really starts. And also, it gives you 2 songs to hang on without having to go to the loo. All right, so you can make it. All right, you can make it. So I really appreciate it, and afterwards I'll be at the back with my gorgeous assistant out in the foyer there, and signing whatever you want and chatting. So meet me out there afterwards, and we'll go through the list of complaints and stuff.
It's been 20 years since you broke my heart. 20 years and I'm falling apart. Am I losing my touch, baby? Why don't we start it again? Oh yeah. Well, it's been 20 years since you broke my heart. 20 years and now we're falling apart. Did I lose control of you? Or why don't we start it again? Oh yeah. Misplaced your number, and now I miss you so much. I'm losing my mind. Why don't we start it again? Oh yeah. 'Cause I don't care about the songs they said you wrote about me. And I don't give a fuck what you really think of me. I'm not gonna beg you, baby, but why don't we start it again? My touch, baby, why don't we start it again? Oh, yeah.
Great, thanks so much. Thank you so much for putting up with me all these years. I know it's hard enough for me, let alone you. No, thank you so much for coming, I really appreciate it. And I'll see you at the back afterwards. And I just want to say, no glasses, look at that. I can play guitar with my eyes shut. Since I was 14, I wanted to know if that could happen. I could get through the whole thing. I think it's pretty good. I think not bad by my own standards. But it's not going to start a trend, but I feel pretty good about that. There was a moment when I was thinking, right, I could do it. I could drive. I thought, okay, so got one more song for you. I've got a tune up for it. Yeah, good. I remember coming up here years ago and I sang this song and I did Tea in the Park. Now, talk about carnage. Oh my God. All I can remember is, for some reason, I don't know why, I ended up after doing the song, playing and stuff, I ended up on a double-decker bus to go back into Glasgow with just all the probably all the you're a bit younger, you know, and oh my God, it was like, how is this allowed? How is this place? Wow, they shut that down, haven't they? Yeah. Health and safety. Great, thank you so much for coming. This is my last song.
Can I tell you why I feel so down? All I carried for days is the same old doubts. Oh, well, I tell you, if I'd had a plan, only you're one of those with your head in the sand. Oh, while I don't feel so afraid, maybe this is on some kind of phase. But I don't care about the wind in my face, 'cause I'm not alone these days. I'm not alone These days I'm not alone. These days I'm not alone. These days. Should I tell you how I hear those sounds? Well, I've been roaming your streets with my head in the clouds, and I won't need to show you my heart, 'cause all I need in my hands is a number of guitars. Well, I just thought that you'd understood. With friends like these, they don't ever do me no good. 'Cause I have never known the people I should. And I'm not alone these days. I'm not alone these days. But I'm not alone these days. I'm not alone these days. Someone told me